Hi, welcome into my studio, and on this video I wanted to talk about SENNELIER pastel card. Now, most people know if they follow my videos that I really love the Clairefontaine pastelmat paper, but a little while ago while I was buying lots of papers to try out, I bought some of the SENNELIER pastel card, and it's a very thick paper. It's about 360 grams, so I think that's round about the same as pastelmat, if not a little bit thicker even. The surface is more textured than pastelmat, and that's going to mean we're going to be able to get even more layers. That's all well and good. This is a sheet from there, and I've already done some tests because I wanted to show you what the problem is that I've got with SENNELIER pastel card. Now if I just put this, just plain water, just put a couple of drops of water on there, that's just a bit of pastel on the surface. What I'm simulating, I know you shouldn't blow your pastels, but lots of people do, and a little bit of saliva could potentially get on the paper. Perhaps you're by a window, perhaps you're outside. In any way, perhaps, unfortunately, a little tiny dot of water, somehow liquid, could get on the surface, potentially. It might be rare, but let's say you've been working on a piece for a couple of weeks and a little tiny dot of saliva or something has got on there. Here's the problem. The surface, the sanded surface, comes straight off, all the way down to the under layer. Doesn't even matter if there's pastel on the surface as well. I'll just show you that. So you can see right the way down to the under layer. So obviously that drawing, piece of artwork, would be completely ruined. Now, I had a big problem with that, as you can imagine. If I've spent a long time on it, and I know I'm not supposed to blow, but if I did, and I have done in the past, and a tiny dot goes on there, if you wipe it quick, it still comes off like that. Ruined, absolutely, and that's a game changer for me. So it got me to thinking, could I seal the paper surface enough so that I could actually use it? Would it be possible to seal it without losing the texture? The other thing I don't like about pastel card is you can feel and actually wipe off small particles. It's not a lot, but small particles of the actual textured surface, so I wasn't particularly happy with that either. And I used a couple of fixatives that are not meant for this, but I had them in the studio, so I just thought I'd give them all a go. Spectrafix I used, brush and pencil, final fixative. I used a Jackson's pastel fixative, and that's that one. So that's Jackson's pastel fixative, and I used the SENNELIER fixative for pastels as well. So I gave them all, you know, a fairly decent go, and I really sprayed quite a lot in sections. I covered the other sections when I was spraying, so I've really sprayed quite a lot. And you can actually see just very slightly, some of them have actually altered the colour of the paper very slightly. What I found was this: the Spectrafix made no difference whatsoever, completely wiped off again, as did the brush and pencil. The SENNELIER was slightly better, but it still came off, so it'd still be a no-go. Remember, these are not meant for sealing card anyway, but they are fixatives. Now the Jackson's worked. Now I put a lot of water on there, and it took a lot of rubbing to get that off. And what it says on the pastel fixative, the Jackson's, it's a clear acrylic resin, ideal for use with a wide range of fine art materials, and it creates an invisible water and scratch resistant film on the surface. So if you feel it, it does feel ever so slightly perhaps less textured than without it, very slightly, but I've tried it with pastels. It seems to take the pastel just as well no difference I could really find between the surfaces. You can still obviously blend with it, doesn't really matter. So I may have lost slightly the texture, very slightly, but still more texture than pastel matte paper. So I'm going to be trying this out and give it a go and see how that really compares with the pastel matte paper now I've managed to seal it. Obviously I could have put another layer on top. I would have probably left it overnight and then put another layer, and I should imagine it would have completely sealed the surface there. So hope that's of use to some of you pastel artists out there. Perhaps you like the SENNELIER pastel card, but perhaps you didn't even know about this water problem on there, and this would give me much more confidence knowing that I could actually seal the surface somewhat. So hope you've enjoyed the video, and see you all again real soon.